What is going on, everyone? Chris with Journals, Comics, and Pop Culture. And today, I got a little what not to do as a seller on eBay video. Made a couple of these in the past. Going to make one again based on a situation that I just had. Now, before I get into the video, I want everyone to know I'm not putting anyone on blast. I made a purchase. I received the book. That's what matters. But this is going to be more of a fun video and not really a gripe, but just a fun video to look at a situation where if you're an eBay seller, I really feel like there's a way to handle this that can help you out as a seller in the long run. So before we get into the video though, as always, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please take some time to do so. I really appreciate each and every one of you being here day after day. I provide content 7 days a week for you all. So please click the subscribe button if you aren't yet. Check out all the awesome links below, including how you can become a Patreon member or a YouTube Journals Comics channel member by hitting that join button below. But guess what? It's also A1 Wednesday. So of course, I got to give a big shout out to A1. All their information is below. Go click the links. Check out their website. Follow them on Instagram. If you haven't seen them on Instagram yet, go check out their page. Give them a follow. Look at what they have going on currently. This week, they have live sales every Wednesday and Friday on their Instagram page. They start at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Look at this. Look at what's going up for sale this week. Wow, this is for tonight's live sale. So you aren't gonna want to miss this. They have awesome books each and every week. Here are the guys doing their thing, showing off some CGC unboxings. Like I said, every single week they got awesome stuff. Their live sales are just popping. Go give them a follow if you haven't yet. But now, with that being said, let's get into this video. We're gonna look at eBay. All right. So let me give you all a little bit of groundwork on what happened. So I bought a book. All right, I bought a book on, I believe it was the 3rd or the 4th of April. And as you can see here, what I want you all to focus on is this right here. All right, I want you to see what happened on April 4th. Tracking number was provided. Now, I sell and I ship stuff. I know what this means, and I'm going to explain to you what this means. Tracking number was provided means that a label was created by the seller. All right. Now, what happened on the 5th? Now, look at this. It's just a few hours later. This is the middle of the night. So what happened was once that label is created, it takes a few hours for the label to process in the USPS system. So that's what happened right here. So it gets notified that a label's created and a number's produced. Then the shipping label that was created, all that information gets sent to the local post office branch, and it says USPS awaits item. And then roughly a half an hour later, it finalizes the information in its system. Pre-shipment info sent, USPS awaits item still. All right. Now, the next thing that happened was on the 12th. All right. So I'm going to tell you what was going on with me. I'm monitoring this, right? And I'm like, whoa, I believe it was on the 10th when I reached out to the seller. No, it was the 11th that I reached out to the seller for the first time. And I'm going to show you my communication with the seller. My first message on the 11th of April was, hi, can you let me know why this item has not shipped yet? Thank you. Because keep in mind, the only thing that I'm seeing are these 3 things. It's April 11th. It's a week after I made the purchase and a week after the label was created. And all I see is this: pre-shipment info sent, USPS awaits item. That's all that's there still. The seller's first reply is this right here. It was shipped days ago. Okay. Then I replied saying this: tracking shows a label was created but was never received by the post office. This is what the seller's reply was. It's there. There must be a problem at the post office end of it. The desk was closed when I posted it, so I put it through the mail slot. Perhaps it took them a while to notice that it is priority mail. I guarantee that it was posted days ago, and I will gladly send a full refund if the post office has lost it. Okay, let me just state this. The individual is stating that they'll offer a refund, so I appreciated that. But then this is what I said. Are you going to check in with the post office to see if you can get any details? I never got a response, and that day was the 12th, and this happened. Urgent acceptance. And then what happened? That was at 5 p.m. And then an hour later, it was processed through USPS facility. And then what happened? A couple days later, it made it across country to the West Sacramento warehouse, where it was then shipped out to me. It departed that morning, 6:15 a.m. I'm going to tell you right now, this seller lied through their teeth. All right. Now, look, here's the thing. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I received the book. I got what I paid for. That's awesome. The seller lied through their teeth. This is what I'm going to assume. I don't know all the details, obviously, but I know one thing for a fact. They did not do what they said here. They did not leave the package in the mail slot. And as far as I know, the way that book was packaged, and I don't know, I can't speak for every post office, but the slots that are at all the post office that I visited in California do not have after hour slots that would fit a priority package of that size. All right. I know that for a fact, at least in my area. In the Bay Area and Sacramento, all my life, they've been the same type of slots. This is what happened, and I'm going to tell you this with confidence. The seller created the label and got the package together and then forgot about it, or the seller created the label and forgot to get the package together. The bottom line is the seller never brought the book to the post office, and they forgot. When I mailed them, when I messaged them the first time on the 11th, they realized, oh crap, I forgot that package. I forgot to either bring it or I forgot to, put the label on it and tape it up. I forgot. And then what did they do? They fed me the story, and then the next day, they didn't respond to my next email, and they rushed out and sent it to the post office. This is what you should never do as an eBay seller, and I'm going to tell you what you should do. Always be honest. I've done this before as a seller. I've forgotten. And if a buyer inquires about a package, I will be completely honest with them. Because in life, if you're an adult and you haven't learned that honesty and transparency, especially within business, is key, then boy, I don't know what you've learned. All right, to be quite honest. Always be honest and transparent with your buyers, because this is how this is going to look. I'm not going to send this individual negative feedback. I'm not even going to give this individual neutral feedback. I'm not going to give this individual feedback at all. At all. And I'll probably never buy from them again. And not because they're, a crooked business person or scamming people or saying a book is one thing and it's not, being completely rude to the extent to where they're not going to give me a refund on a book because they said it was this and it was that. None of that. But look, I'm all about honesty. And even though this could have been an honest mistake, I know the seller was not honest with me. And maybe it was because they felt embarrassed. I don't know. But it's not my job to figure that out. You got to be honest. Oh, man. You know what? I was so busy this week. I was just overwhelmed with packages. And your package got, it fell off my shipping table. And I found another table. And whatever the case may be, I apologize. I promise you, I'm gonna go to the post office first thing tomorrow. And I'll get it right over to you. That's what they should to make it right. And if it was me, if it wasn't packaged yet and fully taped, I probably would have thrown in a little dollar book or something just to, compensate for the delay. That's what I would have done. Actually, big shout out to Moonlit Comics, who purchased a few books from me on my last claim sale, and I forgot to include one. She even paid for the cheapest shipping, right? And I sent all of her books to her, except I forgot one. She reached out to me saying, "Hey, Chris, I noticed that this book wasn't in there. Did I pay for that book?" And I went and looked, and I'm like, yes, you did. I am so sorry. Not only did I not ship it the cheapest, I shipped it first class because I wanted to make sure it got to her quicker. But not only that, not only did I, take a loss on the extra shipping, I included a free book for her just because I wanted her to know that this was my error and I want to make up for it. That is good business. So I'm not saying that you have to go do all that as a seller, that you have to throw in an extra book or anything. That's just going the extra mile. But what you need to do is be honest and transparent 100% of the time. So, with that being said, I think I made my point clear. I really hope that you all took away from this if you are a seller, and it doesn't even have to be a seller of comic books. If you're selling anything, it's the same thing. So, take it in. Be a transparent and honest seller. So, thank you all for watching. Let me know what you all think in the comments below. And again, if you aren't subbed to the channel, please do so. Thank you for watching and be well. Until next time.